Hi everyone, I am Jerusa Labandero and I am going to discuss to you the history of futsal. Futsal is a variant of soccer that is played on a smaller field and most often played indoors. Its name is derived from Portuguese, futebol de salão, and the Spanish, fútbol de salón, which can be translated as hall football or indoor football. During the sport's Second World Championship, held in Madrid in 1985, the name Fútbol de Salón was used. Since then, all other names have been officially and internationally changed to futsal. The origins of futsal can be traced back to Uruguay in 1930, where amid the euphoria that greeted the country's victory at the inaugural FIFA World Cup on home soil, there was a football being kicked on every street corner in their capital, Montevideo. Juan Carlos Ceriani, an Argentinian physical education instructor living there at the same time, observed many youngsters practicing football on basketball courts owing to the shortage of football pitches. It was there and then that the idea for a five-a-side variation came about. Borrowing from the rules of water polo, handball, and basketball, Ceriani drew up the original rules of the game, which were quickly adopted across South America. It became especially popular in Brazil, where a similar form of street soccer had already caught on. Rules for the new sport were first published in Brazil in 1935. In 1965, the Confederación Sudamérica de Fútbol de Salón, or South American Futsal Confederation, was formed, consisting of Uruguay, Paraguay, Peru, Argentina, and Brazil. At the same year, the first international competition took place, with Paraguay winning. 6 more South American Cups were held through 1979, with Brazil winning all of them. The sport spread across South America, and its popularity ensured that a governing body was formed under the name of FIFUSA, or the FederaciónInternacional de Fútbol de Salón, in 1971. The members at the time were Bolivia, Brazil, Paraguay, Peru, Portugal, Uruguay, and the Argentina. Futsal crossed the Atlantic to Europe along with the many Spanish and Portuguese immigrants returning from South America at the time. The continued group in the sports then led to the foundation of FIFUSA, the Federación Internacional de Fútbol de Salón, comprising of Argentina, Bolivia, Brazil, Paraguay, Peru, Portugal, and the Uruguay. The first Futsal World Championship conducted under the FIFUSA organization was held in Sao Paulo, Brazil in 1982, with Brazil finishing the first place. The Brazilian repeated as championship at the Second World Championship in 1985 in Spain, but lost in the Third World Championship in 1988 in Australia to Paraguay. FIFA took control of the World Championships in 1985 under new rules made by FIFA. The technical aspect of the game for players and spectators were improved. The linesmen were replaced with a second referee, and there were unlimited substitution on the game. It also introduced a size for football, which was weighted to reduce bounce by 30% compared to a conventional ball. The new ball enabled faster play and, for the first time, scoring goals with the head was introduced. FIFA participation allow more countries to gain knowledge and resources about the futsal. FIFA soon began to administer its own indoor football games, hosting its first FIFA Indoor Soccer World Championship in 1989 in Rotterdam, Netherlands, with Brazil crowned as the first World Championships. In Hong Kong, 1992, the championship was called the FIFA 5-A-Side World Championship. Since Spain of 1996, it has been called the FIFA Futsal World Championship. The Silicao, Brazil also won those championships. Due to the increase of number of nations that participated in FIFA Futsal World Championship held in 2000, Brazil's dominance in the competition was indeed. It would be the Spaniards who relieved the Brazilians for their crown and then successfully defending it 4 years later in Chinese Taipei. In the 2008 Cup, Brazil extracted revenge on Spain. The 2012 FIFA Futsal World Cup will be played in Thailand and has expanded from 20 to 24 teams. It is now the 4th longest running FIFA tournament. And that was the history of futsal.